Okay. BOOZHOO. Hello. Welcome back to the show. I just thought I'd take a spin up in the spaceship. Take a look at the Mama Aki, Mother Earth. The blue marble, they call it. But to get things started, I'm going to call Natasha real quick. BOOZHOO! Hello! Hi, sweetie. Well, hi, NANABOOZHOO. Are you up in the spaceship? I sure am. Can you see me? Hi, honey. I'm waving. Yeah. I can't see you. You're too far away. Oh, okay. So what's going on? You want to do a podcast this morning? Yeah, I was thinking about it. I thought I might start from up here and then teleport back home. Okay. Should I start with that poem? You want to do the mother poem to begin with? Kinda. Okay. This is a poem. Well, I'll just play it. And today, I'd like to read something. This is for all the mothers out there. This is it's kind of like a poem by Michael Murphy, and it's called What I Meant to Say. What I Meant to Say by Michael Murphy. What I meant to say was, how can I possibly say goodbye to the person who was the first to hold me, the first to feed me, and the first to make me feel loved? From a distance, I watched you move about, doing the mundane tasks that to everyone else seem so routine. But for me, the tasks you lovingly completed year after year built and reinforced the foundation, the structure that made my world a safe and comfortable place to grow. All that I am and all that I have can be traced back to you. Whatever accomplishments I have made along the way would not have occurred without first believing in myself. And you were the person who always believed in me. Now on my own, I am amazed at the number of times I hear your voice come through my mouth. This ventriloquist act was at first most irritating, but now warms me, as I've come to understand that there is a part of you that will live on in me forever. When time parts us, I pray that you will reach across from the other side again to touch my face and whisper in my ear. For your warm and gentle presence in my life. For this, I will always be most thankful. Yes, Mother, you inspire me. I didn't know if I'd get through that or not. So there you go. That's for every mother, but especially my mom. Hey, baby doll, welcome back. Thank you, sweetie. Okay, hey, BOOZHOO. And welcome to BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am NANABOOZHOO, and over here, the lovely and the talented Natasha. Irkadon BOOZHOO, Weenie Mushane. Say hello, sweetheart. BOOZHOO, Gakina. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the show. And over here, the rock star cartoonist, Michael Lyons. Zikadon BOOZHOO, Michael. Say hello, brother. BOOZHOO, everyone. Welcome to the show. And today... What? Gonna jump right in. I sure am. I mean, who am I? Who am I? Who among us? Who am I? Who are you, sweetie? Owen and Geen. Who? I tell you, who are you? Owen and Geen. Who are you? Owen and Neen. Who am I? Who am I? I'm Batman. Nah. I'm Spider-Man. I'm Iron Man. They all say that at some point. They say their own names. Well, who am I? Batman Indigenous cause. Neen Batman. I'm Batman, sweetie. Owen and Geen. I really want to know. Owen and Geen. Who are you? Who are you? Who are you here creeping around our podcast this morning? As a BOOZHOO crew filing in? They are. Gwen Carley's here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Gwen. What's up? And Mindy Moya. BOOZHOO Mindy Moya. BOOZHOO Mindy Moya. MJ Schuler. John Redcorn. Nancy Schmancy. Hoa. It's the usual suspect, sweetie. Yeah. It's the old gang. It's the Breakfast Club. Hey. Who are you? Owen and Geen, who are you? And then you say, what? What is your name? Anin. Asian Nakazoyan. Anin. Asian Nakazoyan, Winnie Mushen. What is your name, sweetheart? Natasha Nindisha Nakaz. Anin. Asian Nakazoyan. Nanaboozhoo. Nindisha Nakaz. Nanaboozhoo is my name. And this has been your practical Ojibwe language lesson of the day. I don't know. You gotta get it in there. Yeah. You know, we can't please everybody, but the only time people really complain about our show, yeah, is when they expect it to be when we're not teaching enough Ojibwe. That's the only time I hear people kind of go, yeah, enough with your, making fun of the moon landing and stuff. I came here to learn my language. I'm like, really? I came here to make fun of the moon landing. Sequoia Hummingbird is here. Hey, Sequoia Hummingbird, BOOZHOO. Sequoia. And Cousin Missy's here too. Hey, Miss, what's going on, my girl? BOOZHOO, Missy. John Redcorn. Anin, BOOZHOO crew. Anin. Anin is like a, hey, hi. It's the more casual way of saying hello. BOOZHOO is like greetings. BOOZHOO. And Wigglebutt Farm's back. Nice. Hey, Wigglebutt Farm. BOOZHOO, Wigglebutt. Mino Giga Jabe. Why don't you pour yourself a cup of the black medicine water? The Muckade Mushkiki Wabu. Pull up, sit down, warm yourself by the fire. We're going to talk about some pretty deep stuff here. We're going to get into the politics and current events. Yeah. You know. Probably not, though. Probably not. I got to quit watching TV. I mean, what am I supposed to do about it? It's the end of the world as we know it. It's the end of the world as we know it. And I feel fine. Hey, sweetie. Yes, my love? You want to take a call? Sure. Line 2? On line 2. Hello, caller. And welcome back to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air.
Hey, NANABOOZHOO, it's me, it's the Pope. Pope Francis.
Hey, Pope Francis. What's going on? Sweetie, the Pope's on the phone.
Well, hi, Pope. How you doing? Hi, Natasha. I'm doing pretty good, you know. I just got up, poured myself a glass of wine, lit a cigarette, and I sat down at my computer and I was like, hey, I'm going to watch that NANABOOZHOO show.
Oh, okay. How's it going? Thank you for tuning in to our show. Are you learning Ojibwe?
Yeah, you know, I'm picking up a little bit here, a little bit there. Had to go to Canada to talk to a bunch of Indians.
Oh, yeah, you came over to Canada and would you apologize for all the atrocities of the boarding school?
Yeah, we're cool now. I went over there and I was like, hey, really sorry about it. On behalf of the Catholic Church, not me, because I wasn't even there. But, on behalf of the Catholic Church, we're sorry. Sorry about the boarding schools and killing your kids. So, they were real cool. They were like, yeah, forget about it.
Were they really?
Yeah, we're fine now. It's all over. You can quit feeling bad and quit being mad. Quit being mad at us.
I'm not mad at you.
Well, whatever. We said sorry, so, there.
Okay. So you just call in to say, what? You're no longer going to feel guilty about the church's role in, the assimilation and destruction of our families by way of the boarding school era?
Yeah, we went up there. There's a guy went up and he danced for me. It was ridiculous. I watched this guy, he had feathers in his hair, and he was all like, hiya, or whatever. I can't do it. I was like, hey, look at this powwow dancer. That's crazy. But then I got drunk and came home.
Yeah, okay. So what else can I do for you?
I was wondering if I could learn the Ojibwe word for Saturday. Don't you guys have an Ojibwe word for Saturday?
Well, we call Saturday floor washing day, Pope.
Yeah, how do you say that in Ojibwe?
In Ojibwe, we call Saturday the floor washing day, or Kizibigi Saginagay Gijagud.
Kizibigi Saginagay Gijagud. Floor washing day. It's pretty good. We washed the floor of those Native American kids,
What do you mean?
They tried to resist the church, but there's no way. We washed the floor with them.
It's a little too soon to joke about that, okay?
No, we said we're sorry. Now we can joke.
No. Kizibigi Saginagay Gijagud's floor washing day or Saturday. I think that was the day the Catholics made the boarding school kids, do the janitorial work at the boarding schools, is my theory.
Yeah, it's probably true.
So what else is going on in your life?
Oh, just hanging out, being the Pope.
Okay. Well, look, man, I got a show I got to do. I'm going to let you go.
How do you say goodbye on Ojibwe?
Well, we don't really say goodbye. We say, I'll see you again. Gigawabamin Minawa.
Gigawabamin Minawa, NANABOOZHOO.
Yeah, you too, Pope.
The Pope.
Yeah. Gets up, first thing he does is pours himself a glass of wine and lights a cigarette. I don't know. I mean, do what you want. Far be it from me to judge another man's, morning routine, but I don't know. That just doesn't seem very healthy.
It's not healthy. He's an alcoholic.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Don't get mad at me, Catholics. I don't know. I can't help who calls in. Who else is here? Teaching with humor helps others remember the message. That's right. That's what I'm trying to do here. You laugh so you don't cry. People are learning how easy it is to make me cry early in the morning.
I know. I think it's like I wonder if it's like a blood sugar thing.
I don't know what it is. But yesterday, like, I choked myself up telling the footprints in the sand story. I'm like, hi. You know what else I was thinking about the other day? What's that? Like, if we had to describe our show, what it is, partly what we are, I think is kind of like, if you could, if Ernie and Bert were real, yeah, and if you could actually, see how Ernie and Bert really think and talk and their relationship and stuff like that. There are elements to our show that I can kind of comfortably claim now that we clearly have a more developed life and personalities and stories, and people know us way better and more deeper than they ever knew Ernie and Bert. Yeah. I mean, we'd only been doing this show for like a year when I went, you know what? There's probably more video of me now than there ever was of Ernie and Bert. Those guys are on Sesame Street for like 30 seconds at a time. Everybody kind of remembers Ernie and Bert watching it as a kid, and so you think you kind of know them. It's like, oh yeah, they live in a house together and they're friends. But really, you've never seen them have a real conversation. And certainly not interact with those of us watching them. So, I don't know. It just struck me as funny the other day. It's hilarious. Muppets. Overture. No, that's cartoons. This is the crazy thing about the Mandela effect. What? Looney Tunes. Is it Looney Tunes, Tunes, tunes like in music? Or is it Looney Tunes, Toons, as in cartoons? Well, now it's Looney Tunes with music, is how they spell it. But when I was a kid, before the Mandela effect, it was Looney Tunes, cartoons. And when they finally made the Tiny Toons or whatever, the spin-off in the 90s or whatever, yeah, they spelled it tunes like cartoons. But Mandela effect changed Looney Tunes to music. But anyway, I just thought of that because I was going to sing Overture, cut the light. This is it, the night of nights. But that was the Bugs Bunny theme song. I'm trying to remember the Muppet Show theme song. It's time to play the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to da 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 on the Muppet Show tonight. What da 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 la 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 la. It's time to get things started on the Muppet Show tonight. Why do we always come here? I haven't got a clue. It's like some kind of torture to have to watch a show. Show doesn't really rhyme with glue. I know. It's time to start the music. It's time to light the lights. It's time to... On the most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, Muppetational, this is what we call the Muppet Show. Yeah. But this is what we call the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. So, Zagame's here. Hey, BOOZHOO, Zagame. What's going on? Let's see. Does anybody have anything cooking? Anything interesting? Who are you? Who are you and why do you come here? We could talk about movies. I like talking about smoke signals yesterday. Yeah, we had a pretty good conversation about smoke signals. And speaking of Muppets and things that were influential in our show here, the Muppet Show, certainly. I'm at that age, I think Sesame Street came out in the late 60s, early 70s or something. But like I was a kindergartner, I watched Sesame Street. And by the time I was a 6th grader, I watched The Muppet Show. It was a primetime show with like rock stars and stuff. It was cool. And then by the time I was 18, I think, Labyrinth came out. And David Bowie, one of my favorite singers, was a star in that. And I loved the album. I was already a fan. But then the movie, I just thought was great. Remember Labyrinth? Of course I remember Labyrinth. But then the years went by and David Bowie died. And I became old and conservative. And I listened to this interview with a lady who wrote a book about losing her virginity to Ziggy Stardust when she was 13. When she was about this age. And David Bowie was a grown man. And now I look back at this picture and I go, David Bowie, you want to kind of loosen your grip of that young girl? I don't think that's quite appropriate. Yeah. You're a proven creep with no sense of, I'm pretty sure that's a felony. But anyway. But I don't want to talk about that today. Labyrinth is a story of... it's actually not about David Bowie. It's actually about this little girl, Sarah. Turn back, Sarah. Turn back before it's too late. Oh, that's good. That's my David Bowie. Turn back, Sarah. Turn back before it's too late. But it's not really about him, even though he kind of overshadows. It's about this girl who's like 13, David Bowie. And she's at that age where she's still playing make-believe. The movie opens up and she's outside dressed as a fairy princess or something. And she's got her dog dressed up as something. And she's just playing make-believe. And then her nasty old stepmom calls her in. Come on in. Or no, it's her real mom. She just treats her like a stepmom. And she says, you got to get in here. You got to babysit your little brother. And little Sarah's like, no, I don't want to babysit, doggone. I just want to play. But so mom and dad go out clubbing for the night or something. And little Sarah stays back home. And the baby's crying in the other room, and she's and she's just playing, she's just making up stuff in her head. And she pretends that there's such a thing as a goblin king who lives off in some magical faraway place. And he's the king of the goblins. His name is Jareth. And he's kind of like a vampire who can turn into a white owl, a snowy owl or something. But she cries out, oh, Goblin King, please, just take my little brother away. And the baby stops crying. And she goes, I better go in there and check on him. She goes in there, she goes, Toby, you okay? And just then she sees a little demon scurry underneath the sheets, and she pulls it back and the baby's gone. And just then, David Bowie, or an owl, flies into the window. And in the shadows, you see that owl transform from a bird into a man, into a vampire, really. Into kind of an 80s, he might have been in the band Cinderella. I'm not sure. But, and there he is, Jareth, the Goblin King. And she goes, hey, what'd you do with my little brother? He goes, I've done what you've asked me to do. I've taken him to the goblin city beyond the labyrinth, where I am king. And she goes, you better bring him back. I'm going to get Liam Neeson to come with a specific set of skills. You know, he'll go shoot up your labyrinth. But instead she says, okay, what do I got to do? He goes, you've got 13 hours to get through this maze, or your brother is dead. I'm going to kill him, and I'm going to drink his blood for adrenochrome. No! Wait, no, that's not it. He goes, or he's mine. Whatever that means. He's going to adopt him, I guess. So then he turns back into an owl and flies away. And she goes, well, let's go, feet. That's a really dumb line in that movie. Yeah. She's about to embark on a journey. She goes, well, come on, feet. Let's start walking. You're like, wow, who wrote this dialogue? But anyway, so she goes in there. Right away she sees, which I really think is the failing of the movie, the walking puppet guy named Hoggle. And David Bowie can't remember his name. Hogwart, he calls him sometimes. And it's just this gross-looking little troll who's peeing immediately in a pool. And it's like, I don't need to see that. Yeah, well, that was pretty gross. And he's killing perfectly sentient, living, tiny little fairies with gas. He's killing them. But she goes, hey, you know, she shows up and she says, hey, can you help me get to the center of the labyrinth? And he goes, no way, man. Or woman. No way, lady. And then she talks him into it or something. He sends her on her way. And on the way, you know, she meets a little worm who's all like, hello, love. He's English. Hello, love. Won't you come in for a bit of tea? Say hello to the missus and have a cup of tea. And she's like, no, I gotta go find my little brother. He's been abducted. That's all. You know, she goes, can you show me the way? He goes, yeah. Never, you know, go to the left, not to the right, and whatever. It's a whole bunch of stuff happens. Finally, she gets to the center of the labyrinth, to the Goblin City, and it turns into just a great big MC Escher drawing. You know, he lives in a crazy, you know, ayahuasca trip, and he can walk upside down. You know, gravity doesn't affect David Bowie, and there's a Eyes Wide Shut party midway through somehow. And finally he's like, I ask for so little. Just love me, fear me, do what I say, and I will be your slave. And she goes, you have no power over me. Through dangers untold and, you know, rock and roll, I have fought my way through the labyrinth to the Goblin City. You have no power over me. And he grabs the little glass ball he's been juggling all night, and he's like, such a pity. He just throws it up. All this crazy stuff happens, and she falls through the ceiling, and she's in her bedroom again. She's like Max on Where the Wild Things Are. And she's like, oh, what? She runs in, her baby brother's there. And she says, oh, it was all just a dream. It was all just a crazy psychotic break. And she goes, but, you know, sometimes, just every once in a while, I'm going to want to return to that hellscape place that I almost died in many times, and where the inappropriately old creeper groomer called David Bowie, you know, nearly destroyed my whole family and life, whatever. And then out of nowhere, all the Muppets go, well, why didn't you say so? Dance magic, and they're all like dancing in our bedroom again. Even the bad guys are like, hey, whatever, we're having a good time. And then you see that David Bowie's, the bird, he just flies away. He can't go in and celebrate with them because he was the bad guy. And this has been the story of Labyrinth. And creepy David Bowie. Get your stinky gloved hand off her cheek, 40-year-old David Bowie. I'm sorry. Just because you wrote Let's Dance doesn't give you license. So what? Do you love David Bowie or hate him? I kind of both. I love Labyrinth. Love David Bowie. Somebody's got to be looking out for these kids. It was like I was saying yesterday. There's Greta Thunberg and Leonardo DiCaprio. I don't like them being around each other. And I didn't think anybody was protecting Jennifer Connelly around David Bowie. Somebody should have been looking out for her, saying, no, Jennifer, we're not going to let you alone with that guy. They call him Ziggy Stardust, But Jim Henson was all over that was his movie. Yeah. So it was just a natural progression for me. I guess I was a Jim Henson fan, going from Sesame Street to The Muppet Show to Labyrinth. Did you ever see that other one? I never did. Fraggle Rock? No, not Fraggle Rock, the movie. Yeah, no. What was that movie? Yeah, he had one other movie that was... Somebody will tell me from the BOOZHOO crew. Rebel Yell. Also a very good song. You're thinking Rebel Rebel. Rebel Yell is Billy Idol. Chaz Norcross is here. Oh, Within You is a great Bowie song. Yeah, I know. That's just it. That's probably my favorite song on the album. I can live within you. It's during that creepy Eyes Wide Shut scene where she takes a poison peach, I think. And then she somehow finds herself at a party with all these masked people. And she's in the most beautiful gown. And yes, little 14-year-old, girl suddenly looks like a beautiful woman. And, here comes David Bowie looking cool. And they dance together and sing about love. And when I was a kid, I was like, yeah, I get it. You go, Bowie. And now that I'm older than both of them, I'm like, dude. Nah. I don't think you should be singing to a 14-year-old with that much passion. I don't like it. Rebel, rebel, you torn your dress. Rebel, rebel, your face is a mess. Rebel, rebel, how could they know? Hot tramp, I love you so. Nah. Hot tramp, I love you so. Okay, quickly. Favorite David Bowie song? Oh, I can't. Can you hear me? What? Really? Yeah. From Young Americans. Can you hear me? From Young Americans. You're a hardcore Bowie fan. I'm a deep track Bowie fan. Can you hear me? Can you feel me inside? Show your love, love. Taking it right. Taking it right. Why do you like that song so much? It's the soul song, and it builds to it's the greatest ending of every Bowie song, of any Bowie song ever. This guy's hand in his heart. Says, don't hurry, baby. No, I like somebody up there likes me. I don't know. I like too many Bowie songs to even guess. Hey, Wally Bear's here. BOOZHOO, Wally Bear. BOOZHOO, DG. And Ruby Ruby's back. Hey, Ruby Ruby. Me no giga hey, Ruby Ruby. Me no giga. Good morning, Ruby Ruby. She really says, David Bowie didn't write Labyrinth or cast it, but he did rock it. Yeah. I mean, I've got a whole relationship with just the album. Like, I saw the movie and had the album at the same time. But then, I listened to that album for 10 years. Oh, what? What is it? Zagame. No. Me gwet Zagame. Got $50 super chat. Oh, wow. Chibi gwet Zagame. Thank you very much. Yeah, that's great. If you'd like to support the show, oh, you know what? Should we announce? If you'd like to support the show, we graciously, humbly, whatever, appreciate your super chats. You can leave super chats during the live stream. There are links in the description to PayPal, GoFundMe, and Patreon. But I just realized why we haven't gotten any new Patreon members in a long time. Why? We got deplatformed. No way. Yeah. We got or unlaunched or something. And I looked into it for a reason why. But they're like, you're welcome now to relaunch if you want. No kidding. So don't click to Patreon because I don't think that's working. But we can relaunch it. So we're going to relaunch a Patreon page probably within the next week because we got something new coming. We got a special surprise coming. The show's really going to get good. We're really going to start trying just as soon as people start watching the show. Yeah, as soon as people start watching, then we'll start trying. Yeah, we're going to make a great show just as soon as people start watching. Not a moment before. But so we're going to relaunch Patreon. Don't bother signing up right now. I don't think it'll work. But, and also Michael Lyons has books for sale, sweetie. Did you know that? I did know that. Yeah. Michael's got books at Amazon.com. Like I'll Mix Blood. I'll Mix Blood. I'll Mix Blood? What are you saying, NanaBOOZHOO? I'm saying that's her name. Mix is her first name. Blood is her last name. You see, she's half vampire and half elf. Isn't that right, Michael? Yep. And this is a book. It's an illustrated book. Like every page has an illustration, but it's a chapter book. You can't read it in one sitting. And it's about a Wisakode Winini, a person of mixed ancestry, a little mixed-blooded girl who gets sent to boarding school to learn how to be a real vampire. And she runs away and she meets an alien who is pretending that he's a mummy. And it's for sale on Amazon.com. Written and illustrated by the rockstar cartoonist Michael Lyons. Yeah, thank you very much. I got to do this one book plug for you every day. Yeah, I appreciate it. Michael Lyons, you guys. Speaking of Michael Lyons, here's a song he didn't write. And I'm going to let you get up here, okay? All right. Here's a song written by Jose Gonzalez. Jose Gonzalez. Yep. Not Jose Rodriguez, which I often want to call him because I'm a complete racist. That doesn't make you racist. I can't remember why. Because it's a Mexican name and that they're all the same to me. It's just because you don't have a good memory. I'm pretty sure it's Jose Gonzalez. Oh, but we changed it. This is called Nusana Wakwing Abian. Nusana, our Father. Wakwing, who is, or whatever, up in Abian, heaven. Our Father who art in heaven. Miigwech Bizendaweg. Thank you for listening. One night to be confused, one night to speed up truth. We had a promise made, 4 hands and then away. Both under influence, we had divine scent to know what to say. Mind is a razor blade. I call for hands from above to lean on. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. One night of magic rush, the start a simple touch. One night to push and scream, and then relief. 10 days of perfect tunes, the colors red and blue. We had a promise made. We were in love. I call for hands from above to lean on. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. I call for hands from above to lean on. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. You knew the hand of the devil, and you kept us awake with wolves' teeth, sharing different heartbeats in one night. I call for hands from above to lean on. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. I call for hands from above to lean on. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. Nusinawakwi, a beyond. Our Father, who art in heaven. And this is the Ojibwe phrase of the day.
Nusana,
Huh?
Wakwing, Abian, our Father in heaven. BOOZHOO! And here we are. Hey, everybody.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
All good. Did you make it up there all right?
Yep, I'm up on the moon. Aki, Dibik. Yeah, no, it's not Aki. Aki is Earth. Dibik Jesus, moon. Yeah, I made it up here, okay?
All right. Well, you just give me a call when you want me to teleport you home again.
I sure will.
All right. See you later.
Roger that. Over and out.
Over and out.
Bloop. So anyway, yeah, somebody was, before I teleported here, I read, to ask Michael if we were going to release a book of Ojibwe prayers. And I thought that was the greatest idea ever. Why couldn't we have a book that had Ojibwe prayers with English, like subtext, and some either photos, maybe photos and drawings of, me and NANABOOZHOO. Oh, it could be so cute. So, yeah, stay tuned. I'm gonna get after Michael, and maybe he might want to do just a short, like children's book, a picture book, a 24-page book of simple prayers. Maybe a couple of hymns, in Ojibwe with, this could be the coloring book. One side's a prayer, the other side's a little coloring page for the kids. Oh, I don't know, there's a million good ideas. You know, sometimes you just got to get some perspective and you get creative ideas. That's why I think it's a good idea to travel to the moon once in a while. Did you know that we went to the moon 6 times in 3 years in the late 60s and early 70s? Yeah, that's what they expect us to believe. So I thought it'd be a good idea to come up here and just, put out a little tobacco. Maybe say a prayer to Nusana Wakwing Abian, to our Father who art in heaven. Yeah, why not? I'm going to do the Lord's Prayer. Like, picture a children's book. I kind of want to do it in color. Who am I? I won't be doing anything. Michael. I would like to see it be in color. I hope Michael decides to do it in color. And then have this prayer in it. This is called the Lord's Prayer. I better get some tobacco. Asema. And if you're new to this show, Asema, here's a little Ojibwe cultural teaching. Back in the days of the grandfathers, our elders, and the medicine people, what they tell us, to be traditional, if you want to walk the red traditional road, when you teleport yourself to the moon and you want to pray in the traditional way, you can smoke a pipe. That's what tobacco's for. It's for smoking. But if you don't want to smoke a pipe, sometimes in our way, we trade with tobacco. It has become symbolic of, please accept my tobacco. If you accept my tobacco, it means I have something I want to say. And I hope you'll consider what I'm saying. So that's why I always start a prayer with, Gichimanadu, Great Spirit, Nusana Wakwing Abian, our Father who art in heaven, Otapanan Niwi Asema, accept my tobacco. Nusana Wakwing Abian. Apekish Gichi Twawendamig, get a newsowin. Apekish Bidagwishanu Magak, Gitu Gimawiwen, and Endaman. Apekish Ijiwe Bak Dibashko Wakwing Miko. Gaye a king on earth. Miko Gaye Ishpaming, as it is in heaven. Mijishanang no go agishakak nimbakweji ganimana. Minik iyo yang bunigade tawishanang gaye ka iji nishkahinange. Keko gaye iji wisha ishikange. Gagwe di benenge winning. Dash inama wishanang mayana duck. Abenge. And that was the Lord's Prayer. Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread. Forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. Oh, deliver me from evil. It's so evil, I don't want anything to do with it. Evil. Like, what's evil? I mean, when I can go all church lady and go, what's not evil? I can't turn around without looking at evil. And at the same time, you get a little perspective and go, oh, yeah, it's not. It's such a beautiful planet floating around
in starless space from the moon. Here's just one thing. I heard recently they were talking about the stars. And, if you trust your own eyes, it's just obvious to us. The sun is much bigger than the stars, right? Stars are little lights, and the sun and the moon are big lights. Not even that big, but, compared to a star, stars are tiny. But the scientists and your science teachers say, no, they're really big. In fact, they're way bigger than the sun. They're just so far away. And you go, oh, okay, yeah, fine. But when do you think about it just for a second? What was a Kate Bush song? With just one thumb held up high, I can blot you out of sight. She was talking about blotting the moon out of sight with just her thumb. When things go far away, if you draw, this, perspective. Up close, things are really big. I'm close to you, so I look bigger than the whole planet Earth. But then the farther away I get smaller, right? Like, if you ever draw, a road disappearing into the horizon, it gets smaller and smaller and smaller, and it disappears into a point. The vanishing point, they call it. Things get small. Well, when you look at the sky, and there's a whole reason why NASA photos don't have stars, because of one dumb guy's big mouth. But usually, you don't see stars from photos like from the moon. Because, well, never mind the photos, but it's in your own eyes. When you look at those stars, you have to go, what? How far away do they say that is? And how big? That's ridiculous. It is just ridiculous to believe, number one, all those stars, and the only stars you can see, would all have to be uniformly same distance away to be the same sizes. And, well, who cares? Stars. In our way, in the old way, they used to say the stars were our ancestors looking down on us. That after you start your journey, you end up in the heavens as a star looking down. I don't know. There's a star man waiting in the sky. He'd like to come and meet us, but he thinks he'd blow our minds. There's a star man. Another Bowie song. David Bowie used to like to sing about aliens and stuff. Outer space. Ground control to Major Tom. Ground control to Major Tom. Take your protein pills and put your helmet on. So yeah, they said we came up to the moon. 1968, landed on the moon. That's one small step for man, one giant leap for mankind. Ooh, look at me bouncing around on the moon. Yeah, America! Put up a flag. I guess this is another state. The state of the moon, USA. Ooh. Yay, let's come back in 6 months. Okay, no problem. It's 1969. Ooh. And back and forth they went. 6 times, and then in 1972, they were like, that's enough. We've played golf. We drove a dune buggy. We set up a little tent. We called President Nixon from the moon. There's nothing left to be done on the moon. And so they took all the tapes and all the evidence that they had ever come and lost it. And then now they're trying to get back. Someday they say, whoa, you would think it'd be easier now, what with computers and that, but nope. We can easily fly to Mars, which is a red planet, not just a red light in the sky like you can see through a telescope. It's not just a red light. It's actually a red ball of clay. And we got, little rovers, robots, remote control cars that we flew out there and landed on Mars. That's no problem. But to get a man to the moon, that's too hard. But if you don't believe them, you're the dumb one, is what they taught us in school. That's what I love about science. They tell you something ridiculous and you go, what? Nah, I'm not buying it. And they go, oh, your scientific literacy is you're so dumb. What do you mean you don't believe in dark matter and dark energy and gravity? You must be uneducated. I'm like, no, maybe you just came up with a stupid story that doesn't hold any water. Nope. Not buying it. What else you got, NASA? Try again. Explain what's going on. 93 million miles away. Oh, the sun is 93 million miles away. Really? Yep. But the moon is only 400 and some thousand miles away. Oh, that's still a long ways. Oh, yeah. It's like another planet. So why does it look like it's just over there? Well, because you're dumb. Because you don't trust your scientists. They've proven it. Your eyes cannot be trusted. These weirdos who spent their life memorizing math equations, they can be trusted. They're scientists. She blinded me with science. Science. Anyway, I should go back.
Okay, BOOZHOO.
Hi, sweetie.
You ready to come home?
Yeah, can you teleport me back? I'm homesick.
Yeah, okay. Hang on, I'm going to scan for your coordinates.
All right.
I got you. Now don't move.
I won't.
1 to teleport.
Make it so. Number 1. Nah.
Hey there, baby.
Hi.
How was the moon?
Totally fake.
Oh, did you have fun up there?
I did. I like being on the fake moon. Anyway, the moon's not fake. I shouldn't say that. The moon is real, you guys. It's a light in the sky. But no. I don't want to give the kids the impression that the moon is a place you can actually teleport to, but I don't remember Star Trek ever giving a disclaimer. Hey, by the way, this is just Hollywood special effects. So what's been going on down here?
We're just watching you up there.
Oh, yeah. Mindy Muya says, I actually gave the first like today. Hey, me quetch, Mindy Muya. Not bad for the girl who usually tunes in 2 minutes before the end of the show. Yeah. Little Miss Indian Time goes, hey, let me give the first like. If you like the show, you know what to do. You know where to go. Click the like button and share it with your friends. No. Brian Souls, BOOZHOO, Brian. Soulman's here.
Okay, BOOZHOO, Brad.
What is an alcoholic's least favorite part of a baseball game? The bottom of the fifth.
The bottom of the fifth.
That's like a fifth of Jack or a fifth of whiskey. I love it. Dr. Evils, BOOZHOO, Dr. Evils. Dr. Evils is here.
Hey, okay, Dr. Evils.
And Ruby Ruby la dee dee dee. Do 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 do. What did we learn today, sweetie?
Absolutely nothing.
We learned that Saturday is floor washing day. Gizzy so gonna geese are good. We learned when and Neen. Who am I? Who am I? Who are you? Owen and Geen. Owen and Geen.
I really want to know.
Who are you? And we learned Anin. Easy to Kazoyan. What's your name?
NANABOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO is my name.
We learned that. And we learned that Michael has books for sale on Amazon.com. And probably because of our big stupid mouths, I was trying to shake things up and make fun of the... It was probably you talking about transgenderism that got us in trouble with Patreon.
You think so?
Yeah. The only people I ever heard that got deplatformed were people who came out against transgenderism. And we make so many jokes about, like, Transgender Story Hour and Miss Piggy. You know, I wonder if it wasn't that.
Could be the flat earth stuff.
Yeah, it could. Maybe it's because we talked about the flat earth. That probably had more to do with, or COVID. I don't know. And we got it. You know what else I saw?
What's that?
On YouTube, they said any videos that don't support the Ukraine, or it was kind of the warning that they will demonetize any video that is not supportive of doesn't stand with the Ukraine. I'm like, what? 6 months ago, I couldn't have found the Ukraine on a map if I had to. You know? Anyway. But, so, there's that warning. And otherwise... Oh, we learned that the Pope likes wine first thing in the morning.
Yep.
And that he apologized for the boarding school, so it's all over now. Hey, guys, it's cool. We're done. Pope came over to Canada and, apparently apologized. Oh, sorry. We're sorry. So sorry. But we haven't had a bloody thing all day. We're so sorry. First Nations. But the Catholic Church came over and we'd like to say we're sorry.
Hey, sweetie, you want to take a call?
Sure, I'll take a call. Line 2?
Yep, line 2.
Hello, caller. Welcome to the BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO podcast. You're on the air. Why you guys make fun of that? Why you guys say that? Oh, hi, Juicy. It's Juicy Smollett, sweetie.
Okay, BOOZHOO Niji.
I know, BOOZHOO. That's how come you gotta make fun of the moon landing? Well, I didn't make fun of the moon landing. You said it was fake. It was fake. I thought that they lived on the moon, and I want to go to the moon. Why do you want to go to the moon? Because Will Smith hit me. He slapped me in the face. He told me, you keep my last name out of your mouth. No, that was Chris Rock, dummy. What? I thought Will Smith hit me in the face. No, we were all wishing Will Smith had hit you in the face. That was Chris Rock. That was on the Grammys. Well, how come I'm crying? Because you're a big crybaby, Juicy. I'm not a crybaby. Listen, I gotta go. How do you say goodbye to Ojibwe? Well, we don't say goodbye. We say, I will see you again. Gigawa min, minawa. Gigawa min, minawa. Yikes!
Yeah, he's not doing too well.
No, and he believes in the moon landing. So he's dumb, too.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway. Well, I think it's all time we have for today. Unless you want to chime in the last minute.
No, just tell him I said thanks.
I will. And you, Mr.
Mister.
That was a band in the 80s.
Yeah, it was.
Kaylee! No, not Kaylee. That was somebody else. Take these broken wings and learn to fly again. Learn to live so free. Mister.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to land the plane, sweetie.
All right.
Hey, everybody. From the bottom of my heart, Miigwech Bizendawi egg. Thank you for listening. Dash Miigwech Ganawabi egg. And thank you for watching BOOZHOO NANABOOZHOO, the podcast about Ojibwe language and culture. I am Natasha. This over here. This is NANABOOZHOO.
Okay, Miigwech.
And this is the rock star cartoonist himself, Michael Lyons. Ikadon BOOZHOO, Michael.
Hey, everyone. Thank you so much. We'll see you tomorrow.
And I will see you again. Gigawabamin. Menoa. Oh. Sweetie, you know what to do.
One to teleport.
See you tomorrow. Make it so, sweetie pie.